bandage healing does, because it heals more. I'm just using up the rest of my bandages because I don't feel like selling them, and the difference in the healing isn't great when you first start up in the game. It only becomes kind of noticeable later on. So that's that. There's provoke. We have a ranged provoke that we can use at 15 meters, and an AOE, which is kind of cool. This AOE is executable anytime. I could use it right now. I don't have to target anything. And it hits a wide span of targets. Like literally, when you're fighting something and there's another target that's remotely close, it's gonna get whacked at least once probably. So you have to kind of be careful when you're using that skill. A lot of people will spam it just so they can increase their DPS, but you gotta be cautious and look around you first. Anyway, that's that. Let's go over. Yeah, resolute strike. What's nice about this menu is that when you buy a skill book, it doesn't replace your original skill with the new one when you learn it. So I have resolute strike 1 and 2. If for whatever reason you want to use another skill because it has a faster cooldown, or maybe costs less mana, and you're trying to do something more efficiently, like grind or whatever, every single skill will constantly be available in this menu, and it's really nice. It makes everything, like I said, streamlined and easy and on the fly, which is what I love. So severe strike, your um, chain skill 1, level 1, and then you have weakening severe blow. And this is a nice skill. This is what you usually start out with because it decreases the physical defense of your target. So you'll decrease, like let's say this moss bear. I'll attack him in a minute here and show you. And you decrease his defense, and then you start your skill chain and finish it up with a pulverization wave. And chain skills for the gladiator are really cool. Um, since you're carrying such a large weapon, at any time, if you critically hit the opponent, that opponent has a good chance of being knocked down just from your auto attack. Not only that, but you also have chain skills which force them to be knocked down if you complete the chain skill. So here we have severe strike to resolute strike to wrathful strike, and then you will knock the opponent down most of the time. Sometimes it fails, but you will knock them down, and it's a great stun. It allows, for about a 3-second window while they stay stunned and knocked down, for you to get another attack in before they hit you again. And it's kind of where the gladiator's strength comes in, is their knockdown abilities. And like I was saying, they have a lot of different chain skills here for use. They do a lot of jumping and flipping in the air. So if that sounds like the kind of stuff that you want to see, the gladiator would definitely be your choice of class. So let's go ahead and get into a fight and show you what it's all about. And I'm going to explain something to you real quickly so you know what's going on. Because Severe Strike has two different options for chain skills, I have the route of choosing Shouting. This skill actually absorbs damage for me, which if for whatever reason I'm getting pulverized or I'm attacking too slow and the mob is killing me too fast, I can chain over to Shouting and absorb some damage while I wait for Severe Strike here to cool down, and then I can go back into this chain while I'm absorbing damage and hopefully gain the upper hand in a fight. So you have a couple options here. Even after you've done your second chain, you have even more options for routes you can take. So Uh, it's pretty cool how it all works. And I'll go ahead and I'll put together a combo string for you and what that would look like. Looks like somebody took my here. You get a lot of that in the Chinese server, a bunch of assholes that like to kill steal. But anyway, uh, so let's go ahead and unsheathe the weapon. And then we're going to use our defense. First one, second one, and then that was supposed to knock him down. Unfortunately, it didn't. Now, if I want, I can absorb damage now. And see, what I did was I used the first one, and then I used shouting to be able to absorb damage through a shield. And that way I don't get hit as hard. I'll go ahead and show you another one here. Start off and lower defense. See there, I knocked him down. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, knocked him down again. And you'll critically hit a lot with a gladiator. I mean, they really knock things out of the park. When they get going and you start rolling with your skill chain, there's really no stopping you. You can steamroll just about anything that you come across. And that's what makes this character, this class, so PvE friendly. They really have a huge amount of grindability because of shouting, offering a defensive move for you, so you don't have to take as much damage. You can grind longer for extended periods and gain a sufficient amount of experience. You can rest less in between fights, which is nice. And in general, they just, I mean, when they critical, it's like you drop your jaw at some of the numbers that you see. And this is early in the game. I can't imagine what it's going to look like when, you know, a gladiator crits, you know, doing 2,000-3,000 damage to something, you know, later on in the game. That's definitely going to leave a scar. So, it's a cool class. Let's go ahead and fight another one here for you. And as you can see, what's happening is I had a DP of 0, and when I started killing these moss bears here, it started building up. And it goes at a different rate depending on the level of the mobs you're attacking and whatnot. So in this case, it's going up about 60 every fight, 50 every fight. And once you reach 1,000, you'll get a green glow around your character. It looks kind of like a, well, to be honest, looks like a toxic fart of some sort. Not exactly the most attractive glow. But then once you hit level 2, you've gained 2 levels of this DP, you'll get this yellowish blue glow that looks really cool because there's a bunch of like waves of energy coming off of it, and it looks really neat. And then as you hit level 3, you get that really bright glow that you see a lot of assassins in those videos on YouTube have. It has a bright yellow glow with radiating energy coming off of it. That is a level 3 DP glow. That's what it looks like. So it's not a skill, in case you were wondering what that was. But all in all, I would give the Gladiator a solid, I don't know, probably 9 out of 10, just for PvE performance alone. I understand PvP is a little harder due to the fact that we have to get rolling first. We have to get our skill chains moving, and we have a slow attack. And a lot of that can be bounced back on us with rooting, snaring, stunning, and if we can't get started attacking, then we never do any damage, and we pretty much just die right off the bat. So a little bit more difficult in PvP, but this is a solid PvP class, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looking to wield a big weapon and level up pretty quickly. I would say this is the second fastest leveling class in the game currently, aside from Spirit Master, which has a pet, so I think that's a given that it would be the quickest leveler. And yeah, that's the Gladiator. So stay tuned, and I will give you another class preview. Speaking of Spirit Master, there goes one. Woohoo!